I just got done voting, only had to walk a block from my house, and the process was simple and good. Hoping for the best. Gonna keep my fingers crossed. So important, especially in Colorado because it's a swing state, and it's just important for everyone's voice to be heard and for America to get its act together.
We're with Just Vote Colorado, and our job is we're connected with the election protection, and our job is to make sure that the voters have the right information, all the information they need before they go into the poll, and if they have a problem inside that can't be answered, taken care of inside, they can come to us and we can give them the right telephone numbers to call to get their problem taken care of. It's been a very light morning, and everyone so far from our polling place has had no problem. We've asked people as they come out, how is it going? And they say it's fine. They've not had a problem. They're light, not too many voters yet.
Well, the main job is to assure that the people are voting, should be voting, and be voting in this particular precinct. And so we go through a whole procedure to accomplish that. Mainly, we check IDs and signatures. We check the poll roll book to see if their name is in it. And we answer any questions that they might have. And we're sure to take the ballots and get them in the ballot box and keep everything secure. That's our basic job.
On in there, and before, other end.
Oh.
Yeah, just turn it around. There you go.
There are arrows.
And your name?
I'm the machine judge. I basically make sure that the machine's working properly and making sure that nobody tampers with the machine, that the voters process correctly, etc.
I'm a poll checker, and what a poll checker does is after people vote, I get their name and I mark it off on a list that we have so that we can keep updated on who's voting. And then we return that information to our headquarters, and then when they see that there are certain precincts where people aren't coming out, then we call people or encourage them to get out and vote.
I'm here with the Boulder County Democratic Party, and we're here to just watch the procedures, make sure that everybody who's entitled to vote gets to vote, and luckily my job's been pretty easy because the election judges are doing a good job here today.
Well, I didn't vote. I didn't get to vote. Actually.
All those people in there, they're just slamming you around?
Well, it's not them. It's the clerk and recorder's office. I had moved, and I had told the clerk and recorder's office that I moved, and yet I was still assigned to vote here. Online, I checked it, verified last night. My polling precinct was assigned here. In their book, you know, I saw my name, my polling precinct was assigned here, but I wasn't allowed to vote here. I was given the option of voting provisionally, but I didn't like the sound of that. So basically I'm going to drive across town to the Clerk and County Recorder's office to vote there. You know, and I was honest, and I feel like I'm being penalized for being honest, because they could have lied and said, hey, you know, my address is on Arapahoe, you know, I could have been allowed to vote here, but I was honest and I told them no, I live on 33rd Street, and they called the clerk and recorder's office, and you know, I can't vote here, you know, unless it's provisionally. So that's my issue. As far as the registration process goes, that's where my issue is. That's where I'm really frustrated. I had to register multiple times. I spoke to somebody with their office on the phone to verify what my new address was, and yet I was assigned this polling precinct. So that's where my issue is in the registration process, because apparently that got screwed up. It's very important for me to cast my vote. I feel like there's just too much at stake in this election. There are too many things that I care about for me to not vote on. So, you know, that's why I am going through the trouble of all of this. So.
Very well. Okay, and then business sign? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. My job is to stamp the date, make them valid.
We're accepting the mail-in ballots here. People can come in and drop them off. And yeah, we just check to make sure that they're signed and date stamped, and that they put it in the ballot box.
Then we give them away.
Give them a sticker, and they're on their way. Been a steady stream of people, not overwhelming, not lining up outside the door, but you know.
It feels very rewarding to participate in today's election. It's a very monumental moment in this race, so I feel glad to be able to participate.